Hello! We're going to add a couple of more really useful exercises to our somatic section. So somatic exercises are designed to assist you to move slowly and assess sensationally what's going on in your body. So it's not just me telling you what to do, it's you experiencing what you sensate or feel from the inside out, and hoping that you can get a little bit more relaxation through these movements. But the seated rotation exercise today specifically is aimed to give you a little bit more freedom in your trunk, so that you've got greater range of motion in your spine. It also is really good for freeing up tightness in the hips. That's because a lot of us have been doing a lot more sitting in our lives, so let's free up the hips and give us some relaxation at the same time. So I'm sitting with my right knee forward and my left knee to the side, and my left foot is just inside my right knee. If for some reason you're too tight in that right hip, you can do the exercise with the leg long. Some people find that a little bit more filled with ease for their hip. I'm going to demonstrate it both ways. So bringing it in, so one foot next to the other knee, where we're trying to keep this right buttock on the floor, so that you feel what it's like when you do lift it up. So that's our good starting position. Then you're going to take your right hand and place it on your left shoulder, and your right elbow becomes like your headlight. It's your beacon of light that allows you to keep connected from your nose, elbow, sternum to pubic bone. So it aligns your midline. Then your left hand just rests on the floor as a balance. And we breathe in and rotate, following the elbow with our eye line, and lift up the right buttock. And not letting the elbow get too high, just in line with your sternum. Exhale very slowly, retrace your steps, unrotate your spine, and drop your right buttock to the floor. And you'll feel your internal obliques on this side assist you to come down. Then as we lift up, it's your glutes on this side that are assisting the movement. But feel that beautiful spinal rotation all the way from your sacrum up to the crown of your head. And exhale, dropping it back down slowly for the whole duration of the exhalation. Inhale, rotate, the tail leads, the torso follows, and the elbow keeps you in check. Exhale, slowly unwind and come down. Inhale, wind it up, follow with your eyes. Now maintain that rotation, and exhale, look over your right shoulder towards the front, and inhale, look to the back. Exhale, look to the front. Exhale, look to the back. Take a breath in here, and on the next exhale, keep your head where it is, but lower your buttock to the floor, reaching your elbow forward, still with the fingertips on the shoulder. And you'll feel a really strong rotational stretch in the torso. Now we lift up on the inhale, just as before, and our head looks over our right shoulder. Drop the buttock, slowly exhale, and look over your left shoulder. So looking to the back. Inhale, lift up. Look over your right shoulder to the front. Exhale, slowly unwind. We're heading towards that beautiful rotational stretch, keeping in check that your right shoulder's not lifted. Last one. You're lifting up the buttock. Look over your right shoulder towards the front. And exhale, coming down. Looking over your left shoulder. Place both hands on the floor so they're out a long further than your left knee. And pull your hands towards you as you arch up. back of your neck. I always say try and keep the last cervical vertebra, C7, reaching to the ceiling as we inhale. Then as you exhale, lead with your tail to scoop your abdominals, bringing your tailbone towards your pubic bone and pushing your hands away to deepen the curl of the spine, and your head looks down to your navel. Inhale, pull the hands towards you so we can arch up, get a nice spiral through the shoulder joint, feel the length all the way down to your right toes, open the back of the neck. Exhale, push the hands away, lead with the tail and scoop. Now staying there, I want you to roll your eyes up so they're looking up into your skull. Then as you inhale, arch forward, but your eyes follow a beat along the floor and look down in your eye sockets. Exhale, lead with the tail, and you go into flexion, and your eye line is looking up in the top of your eyeballs. And this accentuates any tension you have in the back of your neck. Inhale, arch and come through with the front spine, and the eyes go down. Exhale, pull away and curl. Eyes look up. And come forward, eyes look down. And bring your eye line forward. And I want you to look straight ahead, and you're going to rotate your spine to look around over your left shoulder as far as you can. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. So we're rotating around. So I take a photo with my eyes. What can I see? Okay, I can see I can go as far as that edge of the mat. Now while you're here, I want you to only move your eyes. So we're just exercising our vestibular system here. So you will do 4 times, eyes just going right, left. Then a whole 360 around. Then the other way. And then see if the magic happens. Can you rotate further? And you can. Because you're untethered. All those little balancing fibers in your inner ear system. Come back to center. And then swing your legs over to the other side. We're going to go through this side just a little bit quicker because you've got the idea of it now. So placing your left hand on your right shoulder. Elbow is reaching forward. And inhale, lift that left buttock. Leading with the elbow, rotating around. And exhale, lead with the tail to sit you back down. Inhale, up we go. And exhale, coming down. Really let your abdominals help this smooth, fluid movement. Inhale, wind it up, lifting up through your left buttock. And exhale, look over the front shoulder, which will be your left shoulder now. And then to the other side. Exhale to the front. Inhale, look over the right. Keep your head there. And on your next exhale, drop that left buttock back down to the floor, but reaching your elbow forward to give you that really nice spiral stretch right up through from the bottom right to the left shoulder armpit. And then lift the buttock up and look over your left shoulder towards the front. And exhale, drop it down and look over the right shoulder, reaching the left elbow forward. Inhale and lift. Really feel the slowness and the freedom moving in your neck. Or just observe any rigidity shoulder. Then place both hands on the floor and arch your chest forward. So you pull your hands towards you as you arch up, and then exhale, lead with the tail, lifting your abdominals to your spine and push your hands away. Inhale, pull yourself forward and feel that nice spiraling out through the shoulder joint. So that's an inhale. Now stay here and allow your eyes to drop down. So you're looking down to your hands, but your head and your chest is up. As you exhale, lead with the tail, push with the hands, and your eyes go up in your skull. So right to the top of your eyeballs. Inhale, come forward and your eyes go down. Exhale, come forward and your eyes go up. You're really looking up in the eyeballs. And then come to center. Lengthen through the back of the neck and give yourself that rotational test. Rotating around, looking over your right shoulder. Take a snapshot, see how far you go. And then we go with our eyes, left, right, left, right. For those of you that have had your leg out, might look like that. And your left. Then 2 360s one way. And then the other. This might look crazy on camera. And then see if you can turn a little further. And if one side of you is a little more restricted from the other, you might not find that you've rotated any further to a great degree, but any small amount is fantastic. And I want you to roll out of that and to come to a position on your back. We're just going to stretch out the front line and contracting the back. So in this somatics work, if you have a posture that is forward, red light posture we call it, and all of the muscles of your front line are contracted. This usually does come from sitting at a computer, although some people sit at a computer like this. Depends on your personality, I'm a bit more of one of those. So the idea is if I have tightness in my front line, then I will contract it even further, so it just has nowhere else to go. A little bit like that teenager that wants to go out and get drunk. Let them go ahead, because they'll never do it again because they'll be so sick. And then, if we're tight in the back line, then we go into extension to accentuate the contracted muscles, and it's the slow, elongated release out of it that helps us reduce the tension. So we're going to do that sequence, which does front line and back line, because we all are a bit of a mix between red line and green line. And we're going to use a ball. I'm using a Yamuna ball today, because they're my favourite type of ball. You can use any type of airfield ball that can support you arching over. So placing the ball at the bottom part of your ribs, it's probably where your shoulder blades are. So the bottom tip of your shoulder blades, here, just inside. So here's the bottom of my shoulder blades, so the ball is there. Interlacing your hands behind your head and having your legs nice and long, still bent but a little further away than you might normally have them, and lengthen. It's like you're taking your ribs away from your hips. I'm not just automatically going hinge at back. That's too extreme for your back. So pick up your head, you're holding the base of your skull, and you lengthen through the spine. And inhale, open the front ribs, reach your elbows out to the corners of the room, and exhale, envelop the ball with your ribs and your spine. And as you exhale, don't let your head just crease at the neck. Pull the head along the direction of the mat, so you've elongated your cervical spine. Take another breath here and open the ribs to the ceiling. Open them more, stretch those intercostals, and exhale, let the front ribs come to the back ribs to the ball, and lengthen the back of your neck out along the mat. Breathe in there, ribs. And exhale, front ribs to back ribs to spine. My neck, the back of my neck is lengthening. Take a breath in here, maintaining this position. And we're going to go into contracting the front line. So exhale, and use your lower abdominals to help you. And press into the ball and lever yourself up and over. So it's like a curl up. And you're trying to keep your lower abdominal strong to support your back. From this position, we can bring our feet in a little closer to us, posteriorly tilt our buttock, and move the ball up towards our head a little bit. And inhale, lengthen the spine. So you're in neutral. We're not extending all the way over in this particular moment. We're going to just have it where our ribs are in line with our hips. So we're working to maintain the neutral position of our spine. Inhale and exhale. Take your front ribs to back ribs to spine, and curl over to look towards your pubic bone. Inhale, come back to your neutral position. Exhale, lift the pelvis up, roll the ball up to the top part of your shoulder blades, and scoot your feet a little further away for comfort. Inhale, lengthen up through the back so that you're in your neutral position, again, not arching, just lengthening. It is like I'm lifting my ribs up off my pelvis, my head up off my neck. And a deep breath in here and lengthening out through the armpits. Exhale, press your feet to the floor, press your sternum towards the back ribs and your back ribs to the spine. Curling and allowing your pelvis to curl and your upper body to curl, and bring your elbows forward. Like you don't want to hear anything, your elbows are parallel. So I'm not in neutral, I'm in a banana shape. So I have a posterior tilt of my pelvis and a beautiful C curve in my spine. Inhale, reverse that, out of neutral. Now we do extend back and go back over the ball until your head, if you can get that far, rests at the ball. And we're in an extended position. So all the muscles in my back are contracting. Then as I breathe in, I enjoy this stretch. Exhale. I start to relax all of my back, but now contract the front. The abdominals, the mid-torso, upper torso, my neck muscles, posteriorly tilt the pelvis and wrap my elbows towards my eyeballs, scooping through the abdominals. Reach my elbows forward. One more. And inhale back through neutral and open to a complete relaxed and open front line, contracted back line. Exhale, recruit the front line so it contracts. Relax the back muscles. Come through a neutral spine. Push your feet to the floor and contract further through the muscles in the front of your pelvis, the front of your abdominal area, front of your chest, and reach forward. And back to neutral. And relax there. Lift up your pelvis and scoop yourself to where your ball is resting in your neck. Reach your arms nice and long so the back of your hands and the back of your shoulders are pressed into the floor. You're going to finish here with 2 really deep breaths. You can take it to have your legs long, because it might be that you're a bit tight in the front of the hips. And what we're doing is expanding into the ribs, and exhale, press into the ball to stretch out the muscles in the back of your neck. Inhale, and exhale. Press the ribs in, reach the fingers back of the arms, back of the shoulders. You can bend your knees, as I said, or have them straight. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Press the back of your arms into the floor, back of your shoulders, and your neck into the ball. You can do this a few more times, and you can feel the expansion on the inside. Now there's much more blood flow through your whole system. You probably feel quite relaxed, and if you can and it's available to you, roll onto your side, close your eyes and just have a few moments to settle your entire system. Thank you.